All right, you go right ahead.
All right, as we approach our bus, we can look underneath, make sure there's no damaged hoses, no loose wiring, no leaks, and I'm also checking to make sure my bus is not leaning from side to side. Start at the top of my bus, I have 5 clearance lights, 3 in the middle, 1 on either side of the bus, all properly mounted, tight and secure, clean, not damaged or cracked, amber in color. I have 4 warning lights, 2 that are red, 2 that are amber, all properly mounted, tight and secure, clean, not damaged or cracked. I have my DOT school bus reflective signage applied and legible. I have my windshields and moldings properly mounted, tight and secure, clean, not damaged or cracked. My molding's not ripped or torn. There's no debris or illegal stickers, anything on the inside of the windshield to block the driver's view, and I can check that further on the inside when I inspect the inside. I have my windshield wiper and hoses properly mounted, tight and secure, no leaks. I can check my windshield blades on the inside when I inspect further as well. I have 4 mirror bracket assemblies on the front of the bus. I have my driver's side mirror bracket assembly properly mounted, tight and secure. No illegal welds, no missing hardware. I have my flat mirror and my convex mirror. I have my driver's side crossover mirror bracket assembly, properly mounted, tight and secure. No illegal welds, no missing hardware. My mirror is clean, not damaged or cracked. I have my right crossover mirror bracket assembly, properly mounted, tight and secure. No illegal welds, no missing hardware. My crossover mirror is clean, not damaged or cracked. My passenger mirror bracket assembly is properly mounted, tight and secure. No illegal welds, no missing hardware. I have my flat mirror and my convex mirror. Both are clean, not damaged or cracked. Now I have my headlight assemblies, and they have 5 functions. I have my low beam, my high beams. I have my turn signal and my hazards. My low and high beams are clear in color. My turn signal and hazards are amber. And I have my reflector that's properly mounted, tight and secure. All is properly mounted, tight and secure. My headlights are clean, not damaged or cracked. My bumper is properly mounted, tight and secure. No illegal welds, no missing hardware. My crossover arm is properly mounted, tight and secure. Moves freely, no illegal welds. I have my DOT sticker that is properly affixed and up to date. Alrighty, now we are going to come to the front side, and as we do, we are checking to be sure there's no frayed wires, no leaks around the engines, no missing bolts or components. We have our coolant reservoir cap and hoses properly mounted, tight and secure. There's no leaks. It is to the proper level. To check this, I would do this when the engine is off. Do not check it while the engine is on. Check it when it's off and not hot. I have my oil dipstick properly mounted, tight and secure. When I check the oil, I can pull it out, have a paper towel handy, wipe it off, put it back in, pull it out, hold it at a downward angle to check my levels. If I need to add fluid or oil, I can do so at the top. Always check this with the engine off. I have my transmission dipstick properly mounted, tight and secure. To check this, I would do the same as the oil. I pull it out, wipe it off, put it back in, pull it out, hold it at a downward angle to check my fluid. You can check this with the engine running, and you can also fill it with the engine running with a funnel. I have my air compressor and copper hose properly mounted, tight and secure, no leaks. My air compressor is gear driven. I have my power steering pump properly mounted, tight and secure, no leaks. It is also gear driven. I have my steering column and couplings properly mounted, tight and secure, no illegal welds, no cracks. I have my power steering box and gearbox and hoses properly mounted, tight and secure. No illegal welds, no cracks. I have my frame properly mounted, tight and secure. No illegal welds, no cracks. I have my power steering fluid, reservoir cap, and hoses properly mounted, tight and secure, and it is up to the proper level. I have my spring mounts, one in the front, one in the back, properly mounted, tight and secure, no illegal welds, no cracks. My leaf springs are properly mounted, tight and secure, no rust or give in the spring mount, the spring leaves. I have my U-bolts properly mounted, tight and secure, no illegal welds, no cracks. I have my shock absorber properly mounted, tight and secure, no illegal welds, no leaks. I have my pitman arm, my drag link, and my steering arm properly mounted, tight and secure, no illegal welds, no cracks. I have my castle nuts and my cotter pins, hardware in place. I have my tie rod properly mounted, tight and secure, no illegal welds, no cracks. I have my axle properly mounted, tight and secure, no cracks, no illegal welds. I have my brake chamber, clamp, and hoses properly mounted, tight and secure, not cracked or damaged, no illegal welds. I have my push rod and my slack adjuster and push rod properly mounted, tight and secure, should give no more than 1 inch when the brake's released. I have my brake chamber, lining, and drum properly mounted, tight and secure, not cracked or damaged, no grease or oil on the linings, and my linings are not thin. Now I am to the front drive tire. It should be evenly worn across the top. The tire depth on the front tire should be no less than 4/32 of an inch. These cannot be recapped or regrooved on the front. My outer wall should have no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. My rim and lug nuts properly mounted, tight and secure. No illegal welds, not bent. There's no rust or shiny threads. The oil hubcap and bolts are properly mounted, tight and secure. No illegal welds, no leaks. My valve stem is properly mounted, tight and secure. The cap is on tight. If I wanted to check the tire pressure, I would use a tire gauge, and it should be at least 90 psi. I have my mud flap properly mounted, tight and secure, not ripped or damaged, not touching the tire, in the proper distance from the ground. Alright, now we come to our other side of our bus. We're still checking to be sure there's no fray damage or loose wiring, no leaks, no missing components, bolts, or hardware. On this side, I have my alternator properly mounted, tight and secure. Wires are not frayed or damaged, and my alternator is belt driven. I have my water pump, radiator, and fan blade properly mounted, tight and secure. No illegal welds, nothing missing on my fan blade. My water pump is also belt driven. I have my serpentine belt. It is not torn, frayed, or damaged. When I push in, it should give no more than 3/4 of an inch. I have my windshield washer reservoir, cap, and hoses properly mounted, tight and secure, up to the proper fluid. You can fill this at any time. I have my driver's passenger side front tire. I can inspect it the same as I did on the other side.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm here to the right side of my bus. I'm checking down the right side of my bus for any dings, dents, or damages. I have 3 clearance lights at the top of my bus, 2 that are amber in front of the rear tire, 1 that is red behind the rear tire. They are all properly mounted, tight and secure, clean, not damaged or cracked. I have my service doors, they're properly mounted, tight and secure. My rubber molding is in place. My windows are clean, not damaged or cracked. And my doors move freely, no rust on the hinges. I have my windows properly mounted, tight and secure, clean, not damaged or cracked. My emergency exit windows are properly identified and outlined in the window. I have 2. I have my DOT properly affixed and legible. I have my turn signal properly mounted, tight, secure, clean, not damaged or cracked, amber in color. I have my DEF door opens freely, no rust on the hinges, cap secured, and there's no leaks underneath. Opens freely, everything's properly mounted, tight, secured, no rust on the hinges. If I were to remove my cap, it should have a black seal and it should be intact, not cracked or damaged. And make sure that this is on there tight. And to be sure there's no leaks underneath. And while I'm down here, my gas tank is enclosed and it's properly mounted, tight, secure, no illegal welds, no cracks or damages. I have 3 reflectors, 2 that are amber before the rear tire, 1 that is red behind the rear tire, all properly mounted, tight, secure, not cracked or damaged. I have my, I think I said, if I didn't, I have my reflective tape running down the side of the bus, clean, not cracked. Now I'm at my rear dual tires. These should be evenly worn and not damaged across the top. My back rear dual tires can be recapped or regrooved. The tread depth on them should be no less than 2/32 of an inch. My outer wall tires should have no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. My rim and lug nuts are properly mounted, tight and secure, not bent, no illegal welding, no rust on my threads or shiny threads. My axle hub cap and bolts are properly mounted, tight, secure, no illegal welds and no leak. We have 2 valve stems at the back, one that is there, one that is here. Both are properly mounted, tight, and secure. Caps are on tight. If I needed to check my tire pressure, I'd use a tire gauge, and it should be 90 psi. Also, while I'm back here, I have my rear suspension airbags properly mounted, tight, and secure. No illegal welds, no cracks, no leaks, no cuts. I have my mud flap properly mounted, tight, and secure, not ripped or damaged, not touching the tire, proper distance from the ground. Now I can look underneath my bus, and I have my frame properly mounted, tight, and secure, no illegal welds, no cracks. My exhaust is properly mounted, tight, and secure, no illegal welds, no cracks, no leaks. I have my drive shaft and couplings properly mounted, tight, and secured, no cracks or damages, no illegal welds. There is no debris around my drive shaft to tangle it up, and my hangers are in place. This time I can look over to my rear tire, and I can see over to my rear tire my spring mounts, leaf springs, control arm, torsion bars, shock absorber, brake chamber clamp and hoses, slack adjuster and push rod, which should give no more than 1 inch when the brakes are released, brake shoes, lining, and drum, all properly mounted, tight, and secure. There's no grease or oil on the line, on my brake line or drums or shoes, and my shoes are not worn thin. Now to the rear of the bus. Alrighty, at the rear of my bus, I have 5 clearance lights, 3 that are in the middle, 1 on either side, red in color, all properly mounted, tight, and secure, clean, not damaged or cracked. I have 4 warning lights, 2 that are amber, 2 that are red, all properly mounted, tight, and secure, clean, not damaged or cracked. I have my DOT school bus reflective signage applied and legible. My back of my bus is, the entire back of the bus is outlined in reflective tape. My emergency door is properly identified, also has reflective tape around it. I have 4 red brake and tail lights, properly mounted, tight, secure, clean, not damaged or cracked. I have 2 amber turn and hazard signals, properly mounted, tight, secure, clean, not damaged or cracked. 2 white reverse lights, properly mounted, tight, secure, clean, not damaged or cracked. I have my license plate light, properly mounted, tight, secure, clean, not damaged or cracked. My license plate is properly affixed and up to date. I have my bus number light properly mounted, tight and secure, clean, not damaged or cracked, and my bus number is directly under it. I have 2 red reflectors at the back of the bus, properly mounted, tight and secure, clean, not damaged or cracked. 4 windows properly mounted, tight and secure, clean, not damaged or cracked. My molding is in place, not ripped or torn. When I open my rear door, it moves freely and locks into place. I have 2 windows properly mounted, tight and secured. My molding is in place, not ripped, torn, not ripped or torn. My hinges are not rusted. Everything is properly mounted, tight and secure. I look down my aisle and to my left to be sure there is no debris near my rear heater to cause any type of fire or smoke damage. And my door closes. Now I have my bumper properly mounted, tight and secure, no illegal welds, no missing hardware. I have my exhaust free of any debris, properly mounted, tight and secure. We come to the left side of the bus. I can inspect it the same as the right side. Would you like for me to do so?
No.
Alrighty, we come to our driver's window. Properly mounted, tight and secure, clean, not damaged or cracked, and it'll move freely, and there's nothing to block the driver's view. We have our red reflective stop sign, properly mounted, tight and secure. 2 red reflectors on the front, 2 on the back, and it would move freely if it's good. These are all properly mounted, tight and secure, clean, not damaged or cracked. My wires not frayed or damaged. I have my fuse box, properly mounted, tight and secure, no rust on the hinges. My seal is intact. There is no debris to block anything inside the compartment. No frayed wires, no smell of smoke or any damages. I have extra fuses here in the fuse panel when need be. I have my battery compartment, and my door moves freely, no rust on the hinges. My battery compartment is properly mounted, tight and secure. Everything should be tight and secure, no extra corrosion on my battery. And that's it for this side.
Okay, that completes your outside.